we've seen, I think, another test of people's faith, maybe not in the public, but in the civil service. Now, the senior civil servant, Sue Gray, widely respected in Whitehall, but she has been recruited to be your leader's chief of staff, which some people, some neutral civil servants and some people on the Conservative backbenches and in government thought was absolutely jaw-dropping. When did the conversations between her and Keir Starmer begin?
Well, let me just say, Sue Gray is a woman of exceptional ability and talents. And the fact that Sue Gray wants to come and work for Keir Starmer, in the same way that business leaders are coming on your programme to endorse the policies of the Labour Party, it shows how seriously people are taking the prospect of Keir Starmer as a Prime Minister and a Labour government,
civil servant.
and in turn how seriously we are preparing for government.
I'm not questioning her
Should the British
integrity.
people put their trust in us?
I'm not questioning her integrity, but I'm asking, as a neutral civil servant, which she was until very recently, when did she begin conversations with the leader of the opposition?
And you're right not to question her integrity, because she's a woman of integrity.
So when did her conversations with Keir Starmer begin?
Well, first of all, we know that Keir Starmer has been, for several weeks now, looking for someone to fill this role. She was always going to be on the list when we knew there was a vacancy that emerged. She's quite rightly going to go for a process. There are proper procedures in place when a senior civil servant leaves the civil service, and I'm sure she'll set it all out when she has those conversations.
Don't you know when those conversations began?
Well, personally, I've not been privy to them, and I'm not privy to HR decisions in the Labour Party.
But it matters because this is about the neutrality of the civil service and the integrity of the civil service, which for so long has been something that her reputation suggests Sue Gray has taken so dear. The rules state very clearly, if you want to know, it's in the Directory of Civil Service Guidance, it says contact between senior civil servants and members of the opposition should always be cleared with departmental ministers. She was meant to get permission to begin conversations with Keir Starmer. Do you know if that didn't happen? Because if it didn't happen, if she didn't seek permission, then she broke the rules. And Keir Starmer then has been part of breaking the rules that are there to protect the integrity of the civil service.
But you're asking me to speculate on a process when Sue Gray will outline all of this in the proper way, when she will follow the procedures.
Does it matter if she broke the rules?
Well, you're asking me to speculate on something when I'm not been privy to the conversations.
That's not speculation. I'm asking
you're asking me to engage in a hypothetical, if I may say so.
I'm asking you a direct question, Jonathan Ashworth. Does it matter to you if Sue Gray did not follow the rules to the letter when she was talking to Keir Starmer about coming to work for the Labour Party?
I'm confident that Sue Gray is a woman of immense integrity, and she will set all of this out as she follows the proper processes and procedures that one does when you are a senior civil servant and you leave the civil service.